in the shadow of an oak, by the rusted gate we knew, where the whispers of the prairie grass caught the morning dew. Your scarf a patch of crimson lost beneath the summer's throne, where we carved our names on that old porch in a time all our own. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. The years they came with dust and rain wore the trail to your door. The cabin stands, empty hands, no echo of your laughter anymore. That saddle rests untouched, undressed, where once it rode the wild. Every gravel road a memory, every mile a whispered child. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. Beneath the crescent moon's embrace, I feel the weight of skies. The stars like tears the night reveals, what the heart denies. In the quiet of the fading trails, I find no rest, no new starts. For every path wins back to you, through the canyons of my heart. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that sing your song, bound by rusted memories, where your whisper lingers long. Every sunset's a curtain call of a play where I'm alone. Rusted gate stays, my love, and I stay forever home.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, there's an old porch where laughter used to sound. A dusty trail leads right up to where we'd sit, talking dreams over the horizon, fireside lit. But now the saddle waits, empty by the door. No one to ride the gravel roads or walk the floor. The wind whispers through the willow like she's calling me home, but home's just a memory, and I'm out here alone. Time's gone by like the river cuts through stone. Old cabin's empty, vines overgrown. Where once her scarves would dance upon the breeze, now there's just the silence and a sky too clear to ease. The saddle waits, still dust settle in like rain. Each grain a moment, each moment a pain. Twilight cries in colors, her name across the plains. I'm holding on to shadows, all that remains. I've wandered far under sunsets that bleed and fade. Each step away a betrayal, every return too late. Maybe all we get are moments, not the dreams we chase. Love's a fleeting shadow, not a trophy in the race. So the saddle waits, my heart knows its place. On the porch, by the oak tree in her timeless grace. If letting go's the journey, then I'm lost on the trail. For in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Yes, in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, we carved our names in the bark, soft and low. And sunset painted stories on your gentle laughing face. Under that old oak tree, our quiet sacred place. But the oak tree fell apart just like the promises we made. Leaves turn to whispers, our summer shade now fades. The wind's a lonesome singer, the branches worn and sparse. Lost love's a melody beneath the stars so harsh. The years rolled like thunder across the plain so wide. Our path diverged in shadows, you left my side. That old porch still creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of dusty boots, forgotten roots, and rain that softly fell. The oak tree fell apart just like the dreams we knew. Where once the earth held strong, now grows the bitter yew. The wind's a mournful caller through spaces left so vast. Each memory's a ghost from some forgotten past. On gravel roads I wander with a scarf you gave to me. It holds a scent of juniper and whispers of the sea. What's left is just the echo of the laughter we once shared. In the solace of the wilderness, I find that I'm still scared. Yes, the oak tree fell apart, and with it went my heart, scattered like the leaves in the autumn set apart. I'll sing beneath the moon, where once we danced till dawn, holding on to shadows long after you have gone. Dust rises, trails fade, I'm a silhouette part of this land, a cowboy with an empty heart and a trembling hand. And as the sun dips low, I'll sing for you, my dear part, underneath the heavens where our old oak tree fell apart.
back roads where the oak trees guard the secrets, where our names were etched in bark, now blurred by years. There's a whisper in the wind like mournful lyrics, spun by dust and sunset, wrapped in old frontiers. An empty cabin holds the laughter we left hanging. Faded curtains dance to tunes of yesterday. Every gravel path we walk now seems so straining, since the winds of time have blown your sin away. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. The porch still creaks under my worn out boots tread. Remnants of the rain like tears the wood is caught. This saddle here where once your scarf had laid its head now just holds the weight of dreams that time forgot. A town that once thrummed with our laughter now just echoes. Rooms filled with the ghosts of your tender fleeting touch. In the solitude of dawn, my heart still reckons with the emptiness no new love can unclutch. Back road whispers calling through the twilight. My heart rides every trail we used to roam, with the loneliness of stars in the deep night. Those silent roads forever now my home. So I'll saddle up though the north wind feels much colder, ride the shadow trails where our memories lay thick. Each hoofbeat drums a beat upon my shoulder of every whispered promise we couldn't stick. Back road whispers now my soul companions, echoes of a love that's drifting like the foam beneath the vast unyielding starlit canyons. I ride the whispering roads forever home. They say in time even cowboys find their pardons, but on these back road whispers I roam alone. There's an old porch where my memories linger, weathered wood neath the touch of my finger. Saw an oak tree sway, a scarf in the breeze. That porch watched me leave my heart on its knees. Oh, the wind whispers low through the valley and creek, and the sun casts long shadows when the heart is too weak. Under skies wide and somber, where my sorrows believe, I still see that old porch watch me leave. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, echoes of laughter where our dreams used to hide. Then came autumn sigh, the cold rust on the leaves, empty cabin silent goodbye. The porch watched me grieve. Oh, the wind whispers low through and the sun casts long shadows when the heart is too weak. Under skies wide and somber, where my sorrows believe, I still see that old porch watch me leave. In the hush of the night, by the flicker of fire, every star up above knows the tune of my lyre. But the silence around speaks the truth, can't deceive. All I loved, all I lost, as that porch watched me leave. So I roam through the dusk where the wild rivers weave, with a soul full of dust and a heart that can't cleave, to the shadows of oak trees where I once could breathe. Forever that old porch had watched me leave. Yes, forever that old porch still watching me leave. In the great dawn, by the old creek bed, cold morning, listen to the words we said. Your laughter mingled with the rustling oaks. My heart was yours beneath woolen cloaks. We carved our names on the tavern door in that quiet town where the eagles soar. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fame. My scarf still holds the scent of rain. My soul keeps riding, bound by your chain. Seasons turn like the pages of a book. Our oak tree fell, no more sheltered nook. That old porch we swore would never age now creaks alone under time's heavy gauge. Gravel roads where we once danced till late lead to nowhere, sealed by fate's own gate. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. My saddle's worn from roads long traveled, every sunset a memory unraveled. By the fading trail I pause and look behind, searching for what I'll never find. The whispering pines and the settling dew tell tales of a love that once I knew. So the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of dreams that dusk recalls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. I'll ride on with a heart torn in two. Cold morning listened, and it knew our truth.
In the gloom of the ashen dawn, by the oak tree's mournful shade, where we carved our names, a world so wide beneath the Everglade. Your scarf still dances on the porch, a ghost in the prairie's embrace. Each thread a tale, each hue a sigh, lost in the wind's cold trace. Oh, that goodbye letter called my name in ink that wept my fate to claim, on a dusty trail where our dreams did roam. Now I ride these shadows all alone. The cabin stands a silent shell on the edge of the faded trail. Its door swings soft to yesterday when our love was not so frail. The saddle worn, the gravel path, whispers of your tender grace. Every hoofbeat in the rain echoes a void I cannot replace. Oh, that goodbye letter called my name in ink that wept my fate to claim, on a dusty trail where our dreams did roam. Now I ride these shadows all alone. Under the vast and starlit sky, I confess to the restless plains. Every sunset spills your memory in the hue of blood-red stains. And though I wander far and wide, your shadow by my side remains, a specter of what once was true, shackled in love's unseen chains. Yes, that goodbye letter called my name, a sorrow song, a lonesome flame. As stars above the night reclaim in my heart your whisper just the same. Goodbye, my love, this cowboy soul, forever your sweet claim. As the last note lingers in the wind, the scene fades out like smoke, leaving nothing but the echo of a heart that once spoke.
On the ridge where the oak trees shadow the dusty trail, my hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. A whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains, where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. So it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light. In the shadow of a gnarled oak tree, where our names were carved in worn wild wood, the campfire's glow kissed your face so sweet. On that hushed night where we both silently stood, your scarf it danced like a flame in the breeze, while the laughter of old echoed under the moon. Spilled in the heart of the Rockies, just you and me, where for one fleeting moment the world stood still. Oh, the campfire stood still, but the years pushed on through, with your whisper in the wind and your sin in the dew. As the embers glow fades into dawn's early light, I'm holding on to ghosts in the cold of the night. Now the oak tree's grown over, the name's barely seen. That old porch we dreamt on is lost to the weeds. The trail to our cabin, once clear and serene, is a memory's path choked out by the seeds. I wander these towns where the dust never settles, from saloons to the stables where our stories were penned. Yet in each lonesome sunset and the twilight's soft metals, I find the bitter taste of what could have been. Yes, the campfire stood still, but the years rolled like waves, with your laughter just a whisper past the old gravel graves. As the stars claim the sky and the night seals our fate, I'm lost in the shadows that we used to create. Campfire stands still, and I kneel by its side, with the ghosts of your kisses where my regrets reside. As the flame flickers out and the cold whispers surrender, in the ashes I trace forever and ever. In the ash forever and ever, in the cold, quiet dust, where the campfire stood still and still stands for us. In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, she laughed under sunbeams with the wind in her hair. Her scarf of faded blue danced like a creek's gentle sigh on that old wooden porch where we watched the world go by. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. The cabin's empty, the door squeaks a mournful tune. Gravel roads lie untouched by the hooves beneath the moon. Where wildflowers nodded, only the lonely thistles thrive. Since the stars watched her close her eyes to our twilight. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. I've ridden past the rivers, through the valleys deep and wide, found the plains are just as empty as a feeling deep inside. No saddle, no companion, just the horizon's endless cries. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in time. Her goodbye closed her eyes, and mine have never dried. Every sunset's just a picture where our past and pain collide. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Forever on these trails I chase her goodbye.
Out in the hollow, neath the old oak sway, a cabin lies silent where we used to lay. A scarf you left hanging on the porch rail thin, rust red like the sunset, flutters in the wind. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread of memory woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds cross. Seasons turn sharply like the bend in the creek. The path by the cabin, now overgrown and weak. Your laughter's a memory, faded and worn, like the leather on the saddle, from the storms it's born. Oh, how that scarf haunts like a ghost in the breeze, twisting through the oak leaves, whispering, remember me. Each thread of memory woven tight with loss, left here in the shadows of dust and tumbleweeds cross. Underneath the starlit cloak by the fire's dying light, I reckon every flicker was a moment in your sight. Riding through these haunted plains where your echo softly calls, bound to chase your shadow in the twilight.
swinging free, a relic of the love lost twixt the prairie and me. In the chill of the night air, it dances alone, a partner now missing in the dance of the unknown. Oh, how I bear the weight of what was and will never be, with each sunset that bleeds over mountains silently.
In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the white unforgiving azure sky, a rusted porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf, it danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands emptied by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dusk, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free yet chained to past regret, the wind's soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, paths and lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
Out where the river bends, under the oak shade, we carved our names in the bark, a promise softly made. Beneath the sky wide and blue, your laughter was my cloak. Now only whispers linger where once sweet words you spoke. The cabin by the path where the sun would gently hold now stands untouched abandoned, the canyon turned cold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow empty space, echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold gold. Now I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. The saddle hangs dusty, the horse long since gone, like the dreams we once rode on from dusk till dawn. That old porch where we sat now creaks under the weight of memories fading like the light when day meets night's fate. Your scarf caught on the fence post, still fluttering bold, a flag of surrender to the grief I've yet to hold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow empty space, echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold gold. Now I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. Sometimes in the silence the gravel road sighs, and I swear it's your voice 'neath the moon's watchful eyes. But daylight comes stealing all the night's gentle grace, leaving just the traces of your once familiar face. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow empty space, echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Was it just a whisper or your call returning home? Here in the silence where the canyon turned cold, the trail fades away under time's relentless mold, a story untold where the canyon turned cold.
Underneath the shade of an oak so old, where the river bends deep and the wind's grown cold, I found your scarf, a patch of soft warm blue, left behind like a whisper, a memory of you. Every thread a tale, every fray a sign, bound to this land where your hand once held mine. Oh, how the scarf sleeps on the old front porch while the dusk weeps its slow silent torch. The empty cabin moans with the ghosts of our dreams, where love once danced, now only heartache streams. In the quiet of the night, under starlight so deep, I hear the echoes of you in the wind as the scarf sleeps. These gravel roads know the steps we took, now covered in leaves like pages from a book. The once blazing trail now faint unsure, echoes of laughter that time failed to cure. I roam with the dust, a shadow unkept, in the saddle I ride where our old dreams wept. Oh, how the scarf sleeps on the old front porch, while the dusk weeps its slow silent torch. The empty cabin moans with the ghosts of our dreams. Where love once danced, now only heartache streams. In the quiet of the night, under starlight so deep, I hear the echoes of you in the wind as the scarf sleeps. Now the oak tree's grown taller, the river runs wide, but I'm still caught in the eddy of your absent tide. Every sunset burns red, a reminder of the past, of the too bright days, too beautiful to last. So the scarf sleeps and the world turns slow. Through the doorway the wind, it gently blows. I'll keep riding these trails, alone yet not free, bound by the whispers of what used to be. In the hush of the evening, where sorrow creeps, the land holds tight where the scarf still sleeps. In this heart where the wild roses weep, I'll hold to the love the scarf in the wind keeps. Out by the ridge where the old oak stood, your laughter echoed, felt so good. Wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swing hangs quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew when I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. The rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calmed, now just ghost towns, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive aching sky?
Rain tied down, but my soul won't abide. In every storm, it's your face I find. With every dawn, I lose you anew. A lonesome cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase. A memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost. And the rain tied down.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the wild lupine grew, I first saw her by the creek, under skies so endless and blue. Her laughter mixed with the spring sweet murmur, where oak trees whisper secrets, and time seemed to defer. We danced by moonlight, no audience but the stars. Our promises as vast as the dusty ancient scars. Oh, the canyon flew with our dreams that night. Scarves are twirling in the soft lantern light. Now all that's left is the echo of her name, whispered by the wind that carries all my shame. A heart wrapped in rawhide, weathered and torn. Every sunset I ride through, reborn, yet forlorn. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds, past cabins old and worn. The porch where we once sat, now splintered and forsworn. Her scarf caught in the saddle, the only trace she left. Against the endless gravel roads, my heart feels so bereft. The town seems just a shadow, a whisper of its past, as if it knows without her love such things just cannot last. Oh, the canyon flew with our dreams that night. Scarves are twirling in the soft lantern light. Now all that's left is the echo of her name, whispered by the wind that carries all my shame. A heart wrapped in rawhide, weathered and torn. Every sunset I ride through, reborn, yet forlorn. Beneath the Milky Way, I lay me down to rest. On this trail of memories, the pain unexpressed. The canyon walls, they listen to my solitary sigh. Underneath this vast, unforgiving sky, fading trails like memories lead only to the past, where shadows of what once was are all that ever last. The canyon flew with dreams, now just dust and despair. Her laughter a ghost on the chill evening air, and as night steals the colors from the fading western sky, I realize some loves like rivers run dry, yet in the canyon's embrace I'll forever be found, bound to the echo of a love that was so profound.
in the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wild roses used to grow. I found your scarf, a faded red, left behind like the love we know. That dusty path by Johnson's farm still haunts my boots, I roam alone. Each step a memory, hard and warm, a ghost of laughter, your soft tone. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. The porch still creaks just like it did when we'd sit watching rain sweep in. But now the woods is empty as the heartbeat's missing from within. These gravel roads, they know my stride. They've watched the years peel from my soul. Once walked with joy, now each a ride towards tomorrow's ceaseless toll. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Oh, how the wildlands bleed and blend with every tear that the sky sent. In every gust your scent returns, as fleeting as a fire that burns. I whisper names into the breeze, praying they'll carry back to thee. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset paints the end of dreams and dust, both swept away. These lonely trails, these fading scars, guide me to where I'll always part. Underneath these morning stars, with your memory forever my heart. In the quiet of night the wind sings low, and I reckon it's time to let you go.
Where the dandelion field waits under the sky's vast embrace, I recall her laughter mingling with the summer wind's gentle grace. Oak trees line the old home road, roots deep as the secrets we shared. On that weathered front porch, our souls laid bare, none compared. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. Years like rivers they flowed away, left me on these gravel roads. An empty cabin, the dust settles where once love's light glowed. The scarf she left still smells like rain, those stormy days now past. Every sunset bleeds like the heartache of love that couldn't last. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name it seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams those fields and dandelion seeds. Oh, my heart rides the trails of yesterday, saddled with memories that time can't sway. The wind whispers through the grass, her name seems to say, in that dandelion field where my old dreams lay. So here's to the roads and the dust, to the loves we've known in the heart of the dandelion field. I face this world alone, still every fading trail I walk, her memory forever binds in the quiet whispers of the field where old love waits undefined. Down by the willow where the creek used to sigh, I carved our names under that 4th of July sky. The oak trees whisper secrets in the breath of the wind, promises made just to break and not to mend. Oh, the creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wildflowers grew, in the dust of the trail where our footsteps disappear. I listen for you, but it's my own echo I hear. The old porch swing hangs lonesome and untold, rusted chains and memories too painful to hold. Your scarf still dances on the breeze of the dawn, in a town too quiet since the day you were gone. Yes, the creek fell apart just like the dreams we knew. The water stopped running where the wildflowers grew, in the dust of the trail where our footsteps disappear. I listen for you, but it's my own echo I hear. Somewhere past the sunset, on roads that twist and bend, I ride with your shadow as my only faithful friend. Every empty cabin, every silent starlit part holds the ghost of the whispers from your vanishing heart. So the creek fell apart under skies wide and stark, and I wander these valleys with you in the dark. Letting go is the way the old stories all end. I'm lost in the chapters that I cannot amend. As the sun whispers goodbye in hues of deep maroon, I know part of my soul will always be entwined with the moon. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved, a whisper in the leaves, memory starved. Under boot heels, the gravel roads where we used to tread, each stone a silent witness to the words we never said. Oh, the dust stood still on that lonely cattle trail,
As the sun bled red over hills my heart frail, a scarf you left behind on the old porch swings low. Ghosts in the wind, where do lost loves go? Now the cabin's empty, the door squeaks no more. Your laughter's just an echo from a time before. Rain falls on the saddle, left out in the gray, riding through the thunder, trying to wash my pain away. Yes, the dust stood still while my heart learned to roam. Sunsets on the prairie, but never found a home. That scarf still swinging, weathered and worn, tied to what's gone. In the silence I mourn. And I've heard the howling coyotes calling out just like my soul, searching for something lost, a story left untold by the fading trails where the wildflowers dare. I find a bit of you on the wind, in the air. So the dust stood still, and it holds me like a spell in the quiet towns where our shadows fell. I'm held by the land